Dear students, good morning. Myself Dr. Adesh Kumar Arya, Associate Professor in Department of Electrical Engineering. Today we discuss about the introduction of smart grid. First of all, what is the meaning of smart grid? Basically, the meaning of smart grid is smartness of existing grid. Smart grid using advances in technologies of sensors and information and communication technologies to automatically monitor, protect and optimize the operation of its interconnected elements from the central and distributed generator to the transmission and distribution system. The purpose of smart grid is to identify and correct supply demand imbalance instantaneously and detect fault through a self-healing process that improves service qualities, efficiency, enhances reliability and reduce cost. With the advanced technologies, the smart electric power grid will be secure, reliable and bidirectional. The smart grid will be providing green energy, high quality supply of power and facilitate integration of renewable energy resources. The smart power grid become much more complex than a traditional power grid as time varying sources of energy and new dynamic loads are integrated into the smart grid. In the lectures, we will discuss the following points. First one is power system components, analogy between human body versus power system, traditional power grid, drawback of traditional power grid, smart grids, main component of smart grid, initiative taken by Government of India to development of smart grid, research scope in smart grid with industry 4.0 and case studies. Dear students, this picture shows the power system components. Basically, power system components are following. First one is power plant, transformers, transmission lines, substation, distribution lines, distribution transformer, uh, current transformer, potential transformer, and etc. Power plant generate electricity and the transformer step up or step down the voltage level for transmission and distributions. And third is transmission lines carry the power from one place to another place. Substation is that place where the voltage is step up and down to meet the requirement. Next is distribution lines. Distribution lines is used for the distribution of power where it is needed. And next is distribution transformer. Distribution transformer is used to step down the voltage to the level suitable for household use. Dear students, in this picture you can see the analogy between power system versus human body. Basically, there are many similarities between electricity system and the human cardiovascular system. We can say that heart is the is act as an electricity generating power station. RLDC, regional load dispatch center, is act as a brain, and blood vessels act like a electric wire, while blood represents the charges or electrons flowing in each wire. Similarly, the sub transmission system is analogous to the sub arteries, and distribution system is is the analogs to the capillaries in the human body. And similarly, transmission the transmission is act as a main arteries. In this picture we have mentioned the few analogy between the human body and power system. Blood pressure is act as a voltage, heartbeat as frequency, 72 beats per minute. In the power system, this is act as a 50 cycles per seconds. And in the human body, there is a stress and anxiety. Similarly, in the power system, load generation mismatch is exactly cause the heartbeat deviation and analogs to the frequency deviation. Dear students, in this picture you can see the traditional power grid. Basically, the term grid is used to specify power systems that support the following four operations. First one is energy generation, second power transmission, third is power distribution, and fourth is energy control and utilization. Basically, the property of present grid is unidirectional, and due to this property, the advanced technologies of power system cannot be integrated in the present grid. The energy flow is unidirectional from centralized generation companies to users. In existing grid, we received the energy from utilities, but we are unable for the communication with the utilities due to the unidirectional property. The information flow is from lower side to higher operation centers. The present electric grid system is shown in this picture. Due to the many factors, the existing power grid is required the improvement. These factors are following. First one is imbalance between supply and demand. Second is transmission and distribution losses, manual operation of the network, poor use of use potential for renewable energy, lower metering efficiency and less friendly user involvement, lack of utilization of advancement in information technology in the power grid, long length transmission lines and tie lines are required, which results increase cost of transmission. And last is fault current and fault level increases. Basically, the smart grid is the integration of an electric grid communication network, software and hardware to monitor, control and manage the creation, distribution, storage and consumption of energy. Here students, this is the picture of a smart grid, and you can see this is the advance of the existing power grid. However, the smart grid operation is based on bidirectional property, so information and power flow both are possible from utility to user and users to utility. The power flow from various resources to consumers and consumer to various component of grid, which is shown in the figure. In the bidirectional communication system, consumer communicate with utilities on hourly or daily basis to know about relevant information, and utilities can send the information about price signals. After deployed the smart grid, the customer can be use the electricity effectively and can be manage the energy. Dear students, one of the smart grid objective is to update the power system automation, which include transmission, distribution, substation, individual feeder and customer using latest technologies. The smart grid mainly consists two parts: intelligent components and second is intelligent supervisory system. It will be more effective in the operation, control and monitoring of the electric power system. The components of smart grid are explained in the subsequent subsections. Dear students, the various components are required to deploy the smart grids. These components are interrelated to each other, so all components must necessary to deploy the smart grid to enhance the reliability, efficiency and security of the grid. All these components you can see in this figure. Basically, the first component is smart meter, transmission automation. Third is distribution automation, demand side management, demand response, electric storage, electric vehicles, renewable energy resources, smart appliances. Dear students, these are the benefits of the smart grid, and benefits of smart grid for the utilities and similarly to consumers. For the utilities, first benefit is the grid will be stabilized. Second is break peak load management, strong renewable integration, reduce AT&C losses, revenue increment, better asset utilization, self-filling, reduction and capital and operational cost. At the side of consumers, there are the number of benefits of the smart grid. First one is smart improved quality of power supply, producer and consumers enabled, reduce electricity bills, user friendly interaction with the utility, opportunities to enter and interact with the electricity market into the new, better load management through smart meter, opportunity to purchase electricity from clean energy sources users, reduction in the load curtailments. Dear students, to deploy the smart grid in India, the number of drivers are required. So then first drivers are operational efficiency, increase operational productivity, reduce operating cost and capital cost, enhancement in physical and cyber security. Second driver is efficient energy use. For this, optimize the utilization, the growing demand and improved utilization of existing resources. Third driver is customer satisfaction, improvement in reliability metrics, empower user to control electricity utilization, stronger communications. And next driver is environmental aspects. The objective of this driver is to reduce the greenhouse gases emission with utility, give more environmental options to consumer and adhere to regulatory mandates. And next is power quality management. This is the most important drivers for the smart grid. Basically, with this power quality management, we can enhance the power quality of the system, like a distribution system or transmission system. Dear students, this is the main questions in our mind. Ki why adopt the smart grid in India? Why deploy the smart grid in India? So there are the number of factors for the adoption of the smart grid in India. The first factor is reduction in AT&C losses and improvement in system efficiency, management of supply, shortfall and peak load, integration of renewable energy into the grid with the concept of green power. Fourth is load forecasting. Fifth is customer satisfaction and financially sound utilities, grid in improvement, management energy advancement, managing human element, maintaining security, reliability and resilience of large interconnected system. And next is maintaining quality of supply and IT enabled service in the distribution sector. And last factor is regulatory changes in the electricity sector. To deploy the smart grid, so our government of India has taken the many initiative. First one, India Smart Grid Reform and India Smart Grid Task Force have been launched in May 2010 to accelerate implementation of smart grid in India in alignment with the Ministry of Power's policy objective, access, availability and affordability of the power for all. Five working groups have been consisted to take up the different tasks related to smart grid activities. For the smart grid, the group 1, work group 1, trials pilot on new technologies. Second group is loss reduction and theft, data gathering and analysis. Group third, power to rural areas and reliability and quality of power to urban areas. Group 4 is working for the distribution, generation and renewable. And fourth group is working for the physical cyber security standard and spectrum. India Smart Grid Knowledge Portal was launched in January 2013. 14 smart grid pilot projects were approved by the India Smart Grid Task Force in 14 states in June 2013 to review functional specification of low cost single phase smart meter. Committee was constituted by Ministry of Power under chairperson Central Electricity Authority, and its reports was released on 12th June 2013. Launch of roadmap for the country at the Power Ministry conclave on September 10th 2013 are the major steps taken by Government of India. National Action Plan on Climate Changes has fixed 15% of the total generation of the nation from renewable sources by 2020. National Mission of Electric Mobility launched by Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises has put a target of around 40 million electric vehicles the country by 2020. National Power Smart Grid Mission has been launched by Ministry of Power in May 2015 to promote smart grid development activities in the country. Power Grid Corporation of India Limited will work as a resource center for providing support to National Smart Grid Mission. In June 2015, the Forum of Regulators has approved the Model Smart Grid regulations to help in acceleration of smart grid initiative in the country. On the recommendation of India Smart Grid Task Force, Ministry of Power India approved 14 pilot smart grid projects in India in October 2012. State-wise smart grid pilot projects and their current status as up to December 2015 as discussed below. First one is Assam Power Distribution Company Limited. Second is Uttar Gujarat Wijj Company Limited Gujarat. उत्तर हरियाणा बिजली वितरण निगम लिमिटेड हरियाणा. हिमाचल प्रदेश इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बोर्ड लिमिटेड हिमाचल प्रदेश. केरला स्टेट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बोर्ड केरला. महाराष्ट्र इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कंपनी लिमिटेड. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पांडिचेरी. पंजाब स्टेट पावर कॉरपोरेशन लिमिटेड पंजाब. जयपुर विद्युत वितरण निगम लिमिटेड राजस्थान. तेलंगाना साउथर्न पावर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कंपनी लिमिटेड. त्रिपुरा स्टेट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कॉरपोरेशन त्रिपुरा. वेस्ट बंगाल स्टेट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कंपनी लिमिटेड. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया is set up the laboratory for the testing of smart grid in the various organizations. First one, Ministry of Power has also approved the Smart Grid Research Laboratory project at CPI Bangalore with the outlay of 11.05 crore rupees. Other smart grid laboratories are under development condition and soon will start working, which are first one is Smart Grid Research Laboratory at Indian Institute of Technology Jodhpur Rajasthan and IIT Guwahati. Terry Smart Control Laboratory in New Delhi India. SCL Center of Excellence Smart Grid Lab in Noida. टाटा पावर मुंबई EMI प्रोजेक्ट. बेस्कॉम यानी कि बेस्कॉम बेंगलोर इंदिरा नगर स्मार्ट ग्रिड पायलट प्रोजेक्ट. उड़ीसा स्मार्ट ग्रिड प्रोजेक्ट. छतरपुर स्मार्ट ग्रिड पायलट प्रोजेक्ट. कलकत्ता इलेक्ट्रिक सप्लाई कॉर्पोरेशन लिमिटेड. पांडिचेरी स्मार्ट ग्रिड पायलट प्रोजेक्ट. नाउ वी डिस्कस द रिसर्च स्कोप. Demand response is very important tool for reducing the cost of energy consumption of consumers in smart grid environment. Impact of smart management consumer appliances. electric water, air conditioner, oven, refrigerator, etc. for reducing the cost of energy consumption. Demand response is also important for reducing the procurement of cost of distribution utility, distribution network operator. So dear student, I can propose to apply the optimization technique for procurement cost optimization for distribution utility and distribution network operator. Next research proposal is application of facts in distribution network has become important for their efficient control. These devices have lots of application in the area of reactive power management, power flow control, market operation, losses reduction, cost effective operation, and power quality in the network. Potential of work can be carried out for placement and sizing of varied defects like DVR, DStatCom, and UPQC and distribution network of different issues. Dear student, they in the smart grid there are the number of research scope like for smart grid technologies. The integration of distributed energy resources is an essential component. I can propose to investigate the integration issues of DER and their smart management for the operation of the system. I can also propose to develop an optimization model in the GAMS for different efficient placement and sizing of these resources in the distribution network. Dear student, smart grid is a very important component of Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 is the name for the current trend of automation and data exchange in manufacturing technologies. It includes cyber physical system, the Internet of Things, cloud computing, and cognitive computing. Industry 4.0 creates what has been called a smart factory. Thank you. Thank you to all dear students.